Good day and welcome to another day of Mathematics Grade 2. Today we are going to be taking a look at the work for week 4, day 4, which is Money Part 2. If you have any inquiries, please feel free to email me at teachernarisha@gmail.com. For the counting activity, please count from 1 to 125 and back, counting 2s to 124 and back, counting 5s to 125 and back, and counting 10s to 120 and back. Please pause this page as your children do the counting activity. For mental maths, please allocate a minute for the following sections for the number bonds in 8 and 9 and for doubling and halving. Please make use of the resources given. The goal and aim for today's lesson is to solve money problems involving totals and change in cents up to 50 cents or rands to 50 rand. Let's do a quick recap. We know after writing a cents, we need to put a small letter C after the cents and a big letter R, a capital letter R before rands to state the value of the money. We know this is a 5 rand, a 2 rand and a 1 rand, and these coins are all silver. 50 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents and 5 cents are all bronze. They all have their value indicated on the coin. Then we know a 10 rand is green and it has a rhino on it. 20 rand is brown and it has an elephant on it, and a 50 rand is red and it has a lion on it. So let's do a quick recap. We know 1 rand equals 100 cents. Therefore, it can be broken up into 250 cents. Remember this, 250 cents, 50 cents and 2 20 cents and 1 10 cent, 5 20 cents or 10 10 cents. We know breaking up money into smaller parts. This is the most basic way. A 10 cent can be 2 5 cents, a 20 cent 2 10 cents, a 50 cent can be 20 cent, 20 cent and a 10 cent, a 1 rand can be 2 50 cents, a 2 rand can be 2 1 rands, and a 5 rand can be 2 2 rands and 1 1 rand. We can also make it up smaller. For instance, a 50 cents can be 5 10 cents, a 1 rand can be 10 10 cents, etc. The 10 rand is 2 5 rands, 20 rand 2 10 rands, and your 50 rand will be 2 20 rands and 1 10 rand. So, starting with our first word problem, could you share 50 cents equally among 4 children and explain how? So here we have our 4 children holding hands. We have 50 cents, so let's break it up into 5 10 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the easiest way to break it up because we know they will have enough coins for all of the children. This is also the second smallest way to break it up. So let's share it. We can give 1 10 cent to 1, another 10 cent, another 10 cent, and another 10 cent. But now we have 1 10 cent left. And remember, we want to share it equally. So to share it equally, we take the 10 cent and we make it to 5 cents. This is the simplest form we can go. But if we give 1 5 cent to one child and another 5 cent to another child, it means 2 will not have 5 cents. So 2 will have 15 cents and 2 will have 10 cents. Therefore, we cannot share it equally because equally means the exact same. We cannot share it equally. 50 cents cannot be shared equally between 4 children. Joe spent 50 cents on 10 cent bubblegum sweets. How many bubblegum sweets did he buy? So we know Joe has 50 cents and he spent 10 cents. So let's see in how many 10 cents we can break 50 cents up into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50 cent can be broken up into 5 10 cents. And each bubblegum sweet costs 10 cents. So 1 bubblegum sweet, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 bubblegum sweet is 10 cents. Therefore, Joe bought how many bubblegum sweets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He bought 5 sweets. Tenje pays 5 rand to travel by taxi to school in the morning. She pays with 20 rand note. How much change does she receive? How much money will she have left when she returns home by taxi? So let's look at the first question. She pays 5 Rand to travel by taxi to school, but she pays with the 20 Rand note. Here's our 20 Rand. We know we need to take away 5 Rand. So how much will that be? We can basically put down 20 minus 5 equals. Let's pull up a number chart. So let's take away 5 from 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I take away 5 from 20, I am left with 15. So my answer is 20 take away 5 equals 15. Now, can I just write 20 Rand minus 5 Rand equals 15? No, I always need to remember the capital R when working with rands. Now, the second part of the question is how much money will she have left when she returns home by the taxi? So we know she has 15 Rand. Here we can put 15 Rand as a 10 Rand and a 5 Rand. So she has 15 Rand and we want to take away 5 Rand because it costs her 5 Rand to travel by the taxi to school in the morning. So we know it will cost 5 Rand to travel back to home. So 15 Rand take away 5 Rand equals. Now let's pull up the number chart again. So 15 take away 5, we have 15 left. We have to take away another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we are left with 10. 15 take away 5 equals 10. Now, if we work with money, can I just write 10? No, I need to remember my capital letter R. And how does 10 Rand look like? Just a 10 Rand banknote. So Runa's taxi fare is 5 Rand 50. How much change will she get from 10 Rand? She has 10 Rand, so she pays with 10 Rand, but it costs her 5 Rand 50. How much change will she get? So we can say 10, take away 5 and a half. Why? Because 50 cents is half of 1 Rand. Remember, 1 Rand can be broken up into two 50 cents. And that is 2 equal parts. What do we call 2 equal parts? Halves. So she pays with 5 Rand and a half. 5 Rand 50 is 5 and a half. Now let's look at our number chart. We take away 5 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we want to take away half of this block. So that leaves us with 4 and a half. So we put the 4 over here, but can we write 4 and a half when we work with money? No, a half of 1 Rand is 50 cents. So therefore we say 4 and we put a small comma 50. 4, comma 50. Then we need to put in our value. So when we work with money, we have to put in our capital R because it's 4 Rand and 50 cents. So if she pays with 10 Rand and it costs 5 Rand 50, she will get 4 Rand 50 change. Now the last one. Mia spent 38 Rand. She had 50 Rand. How much money does she have left? So she had 50 Rand and she paid 38. So let's count. We have 20 Rand. We can put another 10 Rand. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. 35 plus 2 is 37. And then 37 plus 1 is 38. So let's say she spent a 20 Rand, a 10 Rand, a 5 Rand, a 2 Rand, and a 1 Rand. So 50 take away 38 equals. Now let's say we make use of our number chart again. We want to take away 38. So let's take away 30 first. So 10, 20, 30. So if I take away 30, I'm left with 20. But I want to take away another 8 as well. Remember the tens and units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I take away 38, I am left with 12. Can I just write a 12 like that? No, I need to remember I'm working with money, so I always put my capital R. And how would 12 Rand look like? probably a 10 Rand and a 2 Rand coin. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed working with money. Tomorrow we are starting with a new subject, lessons. Here is my resources that I made use of. Feel free to visit them